Jody Vance. Very excited to share with you an update, if you will, a really amazing, incredible, like, you got to sit down and have a look at what's happening here. We are speaking with Anthony Brown, the CEO of AMPD Ventures, Inc. You may have seen a first glance prior to with Anthony. He is literally the equivalent of the emoji with the exploding mind when he starts to explain what's going on at AMPD Ventures, Inc. I want to tell you AMPD is AMPD, A, M as in Mary, P as in Peter, D as in David. AMPD, as you might imagine, on the Canadian exchange in the tech sector, of course. It's the next generation of cloud computing. Anthony Brown, I'm so glad to talk with you. Lots going on for AMPD right now.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks very much and nice to chat with you again, Jody. It's been a while.
Take me on the journey. I mean, the last time we spoke, I felt like I had virtual reality goggles on and you were showing me the path to my tech future. Take us on a journey as to where things have gone since last we spoke.
Okay, well, let's just do a quick level set here. Remember, AMPD Ventures is the top co, the public company that's trading on the CSE, OTC, DTC, Frankfurt, etc. And below it, we have AMP Technologies and Departure Lounge, these two wholly owned subsidiaries that basically work together as the first beginnings of this full 360 metaverse company. With AMP Technologies, it's the underpinning computing, it's the next generation of digital infrastructure required to create digital content and distribute digital content for the metaverse. And with Departure Lounge, it's all of the technologies and tools and technologies around bringing the real world into the metaverse, hence the Departure Lounge, like the place you go to, on board to the metaverse. So
oh my God.
Just a couple of weeks ago, we had this giant event here in Vancouver called SIGGRAPH. Now, SIGGRAPH is kind of one of the world premier AVFX conferences. It travels around the world or around North America, with this year it being in Vancouver. And we had tens of thousands of industry executives from around the world. And so AMP Ventures, working with both AMP Technologies and Departure Lounge, prepared everything for launch, all with that target date of being able to demo everything in front of the industry right here in Vancouver, and we did. It was a fantastic event. We were able to launch all the pods, launch AMP Virtual Studio in 2 continents and 3 countries, demo it in front of industry executives from all the major industries, launch the Departure Lounge, get it certified by Microsoft as the largest, highest resolution volumetric capture stage in the world.
Wow.
And have tours of it. We had hourly tours. We had an event there. We ran a VIP event. We were oversubscribed. The building that we had it in can only hold 450 people, and we had 650 people show up. And so we had to, kind of shuffle them through to be able to get to see this. And it's just an extremely exciting time for us. Everything is kind of all launching at the same time. So today, Jody, I thought I would show you some videos, give you an idea of what's actually happening there. And the first place I would start is, goes even beyond what I've just described. It's in the virtual production side of things. Versatile announced that they are building their LED wall here in Burnaby. They've already started construction. Of course, we're working with Versatile as the worldwide reseller for Versatile. And of course, we're working on the deployment of that first LED wall here. And I thought, what I would do first is I'll just share with you kind of just a little quick reminder of what that wall looks like. About 8 meters tall, 27 meters in diameter.
Wow.
And this is what's getting built here in Burnaby. That's the actual building there, the ground that they're doing it on. It's on Tillicum Avenue in Burnaby, BC. This is the floor plan for the building and that giant LED volume that Versatile is going to have in the middle there. And then that's what the building looks like right now. The walls are up. It's mid-construction. It's going to be ready and look just like this in February of 2023. And so we're very excited to be working on that. This is where we're actually taking the metaverse technology of game engines and being able to display all the visual effects, environments, and everything in real time on these giant LED walls to shoot everything in camera. It's really exciting technology.
That
Now,
is so exciting. Hold on, let my brain
yeah.
just absorb some of this, because I know, just like the first glance viewer, I mean, many of us aren't immersed in just what something of this magnitude might mean. You keep mentioning Vancouver and Burnaby, like this is really putting a new level of Hollywood North on the map here. This is like next level, because it's Hollywood that isn't just movie making, it's business now, like digital.
Oh, it's all kinds of different things. That's totally right, Jody. Right. It's so yes, it's movie making. Don't get me wrong. That that's what the LED wall is there for. But when it comes to the departure lounge and what we launched there, we launched the largest, highest resolution volumetric capture stage in the world, as far as we know, right here in Vancouver, at the departure lounge offices, which are right below the AMP Technologies offices, of course. In the same building. And I have some cool stuff to show you there. First of all, I have a little video that's going to show you what the Departure Lounge Metastage is, this volumetric capture stage, and what it can do. And this is based on, so Metastage, just so you know, is a company out of LA who was the premier, or is the premier volumetric capture stage in the world. They're out of LA. We have kind of the next generation of tech. So ours is a little bit larger and a little bit higher resolution, just saying.
No big deal. No big deal.
But we partnered with them to build this stuff. And so I'm going to show you some of the stuff that they've already done and the type of technology that it is. And then I'm going to show you an actual digital twin of the departure lounge. And we're going to go on a little walk on what we built, and it's up and running and going in Vancouver as we speak. So I'm just going to share my screen again, and I'll just play this video for you.
Okay.
Oops. Sorry, for some reason it didn't go off. There we go. So this technology requires 106 cameras in a green screen volume, and then anything that happens inside that volume gets captured as a hologram. So there's no, motion capture things. There's nothing. It captures the hair, the clothes, everything. We basically make holograms. Now, imagine the impact of this. There's a test that we did that's coming up here in a second, where you're going to see UFC. You'll see, George St. Pierre from UFC here in a second. Just imagine what it would be like to be able to watch a UFC fight from the eyes of the fighter, or standing in the octagon. The impact to fashion, sports, education, e-commerce. You can have Chris Pratt doing a dance in your office. Video games. This is the Blade Runner 2049 VR video game that has actual actors in it that were volumetrically captured, so you can play a video game with actual actors in the video game. You can do live concerts, make museum exhibits, presentations. This is the way to be able to capture the real world and bring it into the metaverse.
Wow. Okay, so as somebody, I'm gonna just put this into perspective for someone who might not be as aware or used to a green screen. For an investor that's like, okay, I think I get it. Somebody who, like myself, who's worked in broadcast television and watched the progression of green screen and virtual backgrounds, we've all kind of gotten used to, throwing up a Zoom background or whatever. I got my real background, kind of looks like a green screen, but there was a time when you'd have to have that TV bob, because green screen meant it was going to be really awkward around your hair, or it wouldn't capture. If you turned a certain way or wore a certain color, it would really mess with the program. But what I'm seeing here is ridiculously real.
Well, it actually goes beyond that, because our stage is higher resolution.
Right.
So, we're working closer and closer to completely photoreal holograms. And remember,
amazing.
These are holograms. They have full volume. You can
all
walk
the way around
behind.
Oh my God!
These people.
I could hug Chris Pratt. No, I wouldn't. I don't want to get into it. I just want to talk to Star-Lord. I just want to have a conversation with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
We'll see what we can do. But you could think about, one of my favorite ideas is going to a concert online in virtual reality and being able to stand next to the drummer.
Oh my God.
And watch him play. Like I'm
That
a
would
giant,
be epic.
I'm a giant Tool fan, right?
Yeah.
Imagine being able to stand next to Danny Carey while he's playing the drums from a Tool concert. I mean, like,
wow.
or float 50 feet above the stage, whatever you like. There's going to be a new way of consuming content as the metaverse comes about, and we're only now breaking the surface. Now, the last thing I'd like to show you here, Jody, just because it is so super cool, is we actually, we drink our own Kool-Aid. When it comes to designing these buildings and these things, these stages and so on, one of the services we offer is digital twinning. For example, we did a digital twin for the APCOR aerospace manufacturing plant as part of the supercluster project, this a couple years ago now.
Yeah.
So when we were building the departure lounge, we built a digital twin of the departure lounge, one that you can actually go in virtual reality and see it. Now I'm going to show it to you right now.
Okay.
I just got to pull it up on my other screen here. Only take a second.
That's okay. I'm my mind blown. Going back to what you were just saying of the previous subject.
Yeah.
This could radically alter education because I have a 14-year-old, and just looking at the way, knowing how his mind works, and the fact that he would then be able to almost reach out and touch a dinosaur, right? Like be able to capture it and take it in a way that we can't even imagine, having just been able to pull it off of the page or even look at it on a screen. Being in the virtual realm would be just unbelievable. And so much more. I'm a practical learner. So that to me is like, wow, that would have really made a difference in how I was educated growing up if I had the ability to immerse myself in it.
And the thing is, it's not just the ability to see something volumetrically. It's also adding in all the data and intelligence behind what's happening in this digital world that makes it very useful. So for example, here, I'll show you the video now.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to let it play. It does have some sound, and and then I'll comment on it.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to Departure Lounge, your gateway to the metaverse. Departure Lounge is the exclusive home of Metastage's volumetric capture technology here in British Columbia, Canada.
Welcome to Metastage Vancouver. We're so excited to take you and your stories into the metaverse.
Now I'm just going to quickly make some changes here so that the sound isn't coming through, and I'm going to give you a little bit of background. I'll stop sharing for a second, and I'll give you a little bit of background on what it is that you were actually looking at there.
Okay.
Just as it plays in the background.
Okay.
So give me 2 seconds to switch that over. Only takes a moment.
While you're doing that, I'm going to remind people who are watching and wondering if they want to invest in Amped Ventures Inc. It's AMPD on the Canadian exchange in the tech sector. We're speaking with CEO Anthony Brown, good friend of First Glance with Jody Vance. He's a regular now, and he's educating us on this unbelievable manifestation of so much technology here in Vancouver and Burnaby that is going to be a game changer in the tech sector, clearly. Amped, AMPD. So take us on that journey now, Anthony.
Okay. Now this is an actual operating stage now, right? We're showing you the digital twin of it. There are some videos that'll be coming out of the big tours that we did and so on, of the real space that you'll be able to see as well. But in the meantime, I'll just bring this back up again. So basically what you're looking at as you go through the stage, this is the entrance area here as you come into the stage. This is a hologram of James Hursthouse, our CSO, actually captured in Metastage in LA, that we've just put into our digital twin to kind of welcome you to the volume. Now the volume itself, which I'll just fast forward a little bit here, this is the control rooms on top to control the volumes. And then down here, as you get into the stage itself, that's Adam Rogers, the head of studio and chief creative. And we have a hologram of him in the place where he got captured as a hologram in the digital twin. And I mean, like, just how meta is that, right?
That's meta. That's meta.
Now, what's super cool about that is, about our digital twin, is these lights. This is a very expensive RE light system that allows us to pre-light all the characters that we're catching inside that volume to be transported into whatever Unreal scene we're going to put it into. Right. And those lights work in the digital twin. So you can light the virtual object using the light systems and preset it and tune it. And so when you show up on your shoot day, we already have all the light settings to preset for the shoot that day. So it's an actual working digital twin, not just a visual representation. And this LED wall in the back that you see, we can do previs virtual production on that small LED wall. And one of the super cool things we're doing right now is we're taking those volumetric assets, the holograms that you saw, putting them in the LED wall on the screen and shooting them as extras in the background, walking around and so on. And lastly, that's the virtual departure lounge designed by Venelin Kokoloff, the famous architect. I'll just zoom ahead to it again here. And so when you go and see the departure lounge in the metaverse, you have the whole building as well as the inside that we just showed you. So there you go. That's the digital twin of the departure lounge. We're very, very excited, to say the least. We did just complete a financing. We are oversubscribed by quite a bit, but there's going to be some really great things coming down the pipe as we start getting those first gigs in the departure lounge and start capturing all the famous people and bands and so on. And then, of course, with AMP Technologies, as our customers are now onboarding onto AMP Virtual Studio around the world. And we're looking forward to making all those announcements as we bring on those new customers. So,
okay, well, I have a feeling we're going to be talking a lot. It is exciting. It's so great, Anthony. If somebody's watching or listening right now and saying, I want more information, where are they going? Where are they reaching out?
Well, right now, you would go to the AMPD website. It's the AMPD.tech website. So AMPD.TECH. Now on there is an investors section that will take you to all the latest news, the investor deck, etc. It is all, of course, just in the midst of being updated. There's a lot of things that we ended up accomplishing in a very short period of time, and so the website hasn't really caught up with reality yet.
Priorities, man, priorities.
Yeah, but that is coming along. There is contact information on the website as well. You can also submit an email requesting information and contact us through our IR on there as well. So yeah, that would be the easiest way to go and get kind of plugged in.
Fantastic. Oh, congratulations.
We are on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, all the various places. AMP Ventures.
AMP Ventures, AMPD. Anthony Brown is the CEO and good friend of the program, teaching me all about what I can expect moving forward in technology. It's just, like I said, you're that emoji with the exploding top of the head. You leave me just in wonder every time we speak, Anthony. I look forward to next time.
Looking forward to it. Thanks very much, Jody.